Okay, like I said before, do whatever works. I ended up not using the Dremel at all. I went in here and I had this tool sitting right here, which is like something I got, one of those lots of tools that I was telling you about that you use to jam in between like the sole and the midsole and pry it off for when you're doing a sole, changing the sole on a shoe, resoling it. So I just took this in here and just scraped it hard against the tops of these nails, and all the little nail heads, or all the peg heads broke off, and I can still feel them in there bumpy, but here's that sock liner I was telling you about that I'm gonna eventually glue in. I'm gonna pop it in here now, just one, to test the size. I'm gonna set this down. One, to test the size, and two, just to see if I am feeling this, any problems in the footbed for my personal taste. And if there's anybody out here that's like experienced in watching these for whatever bizarre reason, you just love shoemaking so much that you want to see other people fucking it up, please leave a comment and tell me the proper way to do this stuff. Or even if you're a new person and you've been reading more than I have, or you read something I haven't read. I've read a decent amount, but like not everything, for sure. I haven't read any books is the thing. I've read a lot of blogs, I've watched a lot of videos, and I've read a lot of like Reddit posts, but I haven't like sat down with a full book. So if you see something, say something. If you like, hey, Fred, you're fucking this up, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Tell me in the comments. I'm not too proud to hear other people's ways of doing shit. Or for that matter, the right way of doing shit. I think this insole thing is gonna be a little bit big. I'm trying to work it around to all the edges. I'm coming up with just a tiny bit of slack on the back of it. But actually, maybe it's nice that it kind of works its way around back here. I think I'm okay with this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put this on and see how it feels on the foot. So one thing that is kind of a bummer, I think these are a little bit big for me. I don't know how I would have I could have done some more precise measurements when I bought the last. The last, I bought it off eBay, just didn't have that many measurements listed for it. I think I'll be okay with once you have this one fits more snug because I didn't mess up the back as much trying to get the last out because I didn't have the same last removal problems. That's good. I think my foot's a little short for this, but I will be wearing like boot socks. I might have to get like an actual like insole off Amazon on this one. This thing's real snug around my heel though. I think that I did the heel counter better on this one. But I don't feel any pokey problems. It's a little bumpy. A little bit, there's some lumpage going on the bottom of the shoe. I'm just, right now it's really boring because I'm just feeling it out. Yeah, the other thing that I think I fucked up is I think I put the shank a little too far back. I think the shank was supposed to go slightly more forward. It feels like the shoe wants to flex a little bit more than it should. I don't think it'll be a world-ending problem, but yeah, here's a large lump in the shoe, like right here, and I don't know what's causing it. It's like right here in the shoe, right into that center thing. I'm wondering if perhaps I didn't get it flat. No, this is like, oh, you know what it is? On the bottom of these lasts, I think, yeah, I don't know why this has this. There's this indentation right here. And it's this indentation where just the pressure of everything, it kind of molded around that. So it should work its way out because it's just a leather thing. It'll figure itself out. Leather adjusts. Not terribly worried. I'm a little bit worried about where the shank is because I think I'm just gonna come in here. Okay, so I think that I started the shank. I think that my shank goes from about this dot to about here, and I think it should have went from about here to about here, just so it's supported from the stable part of the heel to where the foot lays flat. And I don't think it's quite getting out all the way to where the foot lays flat, and it makes the boot feel a little squishy in the middle, which is a bummer because there's no way I'm ever getting back to that shank again. That's a complete rebuild of the boot. Like, the whole boot is gone. Yeah, I'm better off building another boot. I'm, gonna live with it. I'm gonna still use it. I'm still gonna do my thing. If it, becomes too uncomfortable, oh well. Chalk it up to learning. Don't do it next time, huh? But out into the garage we go. Do some sanding.